But he's laying there now. They don't get any deader. Beautiful blood trail. You can follow that in your sleep. It's a little chilly for October 19th. But had a little buck move through. I think he was little. I mean, there wasn't a big mass of white. It's fairly dark yet. Had shooting light, but for these cameras, they just don't film in that real well. I think I might have turned the camera on. I'm not. No, I didn't. And then I've had a lone fawn coming in, and I heard a deer behind me, and of course the fawn walked right by me here, and I thought it was that lone one, and didn't notice that Mom was in tow. She busted me moving. Didn't really win me until she got in a position where she could potentially win me, and managed to catch a little bit of me. So at the moment, if she would have come all the way in after that, I probably would have taken her, even though I said I wouldn't take any in here. But I forgive her. Her fawn went that way, and the fawn finally is angling up the hill, and I'm hoping when it gets over there by her, they'll move off. But she snorted at me several times, which doesn't make me very happy. But it's the way it goes sometimes. Now she's just up there pacing back and forth like I stole her lunch money or something. So hopefully she moves on, and I'll forgive her. She was just being a good mom. But I'm gonna sit here probably until noon, and then I'm not coming back here for a few days. They took as I said before, this piece is not connected to anything. Squirrel. And there was corn at the end of it, and they took that yesterday right after I left, so that changes things. Now this piece is isolated completely, and the only real food to be had is what made it through the green chopping, and what I got running out of the feeder. So we're relying on bedding and browse from this point out. It'll probably die down a bit, and the deer that do cycle through and hang in here will be deer that I will be seeing regular until rut rolls around, and then it's a matter of being in here when you get a pass through. So we're pulling something in from another piece of woods because I can hear your loud call, and I do call loud and aggressively, and it's worked. So I just did a calling sequence this morning, A, to shut her up, and 2, to pull a buck because it worked yesterday. I mean, we could have, that was a nice buck. I mean, there's a lot of years I've hunted where I'd have been more than happy with that deer, but there's 2 in here I want to shoot, and I'm just kind of sticking to that. And one that's, I'd have to see him in person. He's got a beautiful 5-point side. She comes in anyhow. That was not a squirrel. I would have taken her with a recurve right here when she was in front of me. When I didn't have my camera on my head and didn't have my recurve. She's at 30 yards right now. I could take her. But she'd have to get down here close. I'd take her with a recurve. I'm not going to use the crossbow and take her at 30. She's a young doe. Which explains why she screwed up and came in anyhow. So. We'll let her live. Am I not merciful? I am. But if she walks right down here where she just was, and I can get to this recurve, that would be a bad decision. But if she moves on and goes anywhere else, she's fine. Buck. Looks like it's got a decent frame on it. Come on, be him. It's a 10 buck. I may shoot this buck. Yeah, I'm taking this buck. Go down. Yes. Didn't even kick. Yes. Yes. I hope you guys could see him go down right there. I shot him at 35, and I'm going to range where he's laying. Oh. I'm shaking now. He's at 55 yards dead as a friggin' hammer. I didn't have time to do a mess. Oh, please be recording. Oh, you are. Yes. Oh, man. I don't think I know that deer. I could see he had a good frame. Tall points, probably only 16 wide. But I think that's a clean 10. I gotta sit down a second. I just called there a minute ago. I was just thinking to myself, Aaron, you're being a little aggressive for the 19th. You've had a deer snorting at you all morning. And then I'm doing an interview. And like I said, she was walking back and forth up there after snorting at me like I stole her lunch money. And she comes in the freaking 10 yards. And I don't have my recurve ready. Oh, I'm quivering like I don't know what. But, even if he shrinks, if I walk up to him, I don't care. That's, body-wise, he was studded out. He literally didn't go. Let's see, if I shot him at 35, he's laying dead as a hammer at 55. That means I'm a machinist and I can't do them. 20, it's 20 yards, you idiot. Oh, I was actually going to let him pass me, and then, but my tracks, that's where I come up, and I was hoping he'd cut my tracks and it would stop him. But I let his nose get right over where I walked through, and he didn't pick me up, so I had to stop him. And he locked up and gave me a perfect broadcast side shot at that's 33 yards. I figure 35. I just held that 35 just a little low in him, so I could take out everything hopefully, and he would die in sight. And yeah. What more can I say? That's deer season. Showed the prep that I did. Not sure if I know that deer or not. There's a big wide one I was waiting on, and one with a kicker at the base. And I said, that's the only two I'm shooting in here. But we're in that phase, October 15th through the 19th. Yeah, into the 25th-ish. You get bucks that you didn't have in the area previously, plus they cut that field down, and that changes some things. But he was just coming in here to investigate what he heard, I think. Who knows where he was? He might have been across the road and heard me and come up and hit that trail to loop into here and see if he could pick something up. Plus we had a buck move through on that, so he probably cut that track and thought, that's him. But he's laying there now, and they don't get any deader. So now the work begins. I got some people I'm going to get a hold of, and we'll go get him. I know I yammer too much, but my videos are long and they're boring, but nobody watches. So as long as nobody's watching getting annoyed, then I guess it's no big deal. Whew, I'm having fun though. Alright, I'm to the spot where he was standing. Here's a kick up mark right here. There's a kick up mark right there. I walked through right here this morning. Actually right here. And he didn't stop on it, and that's why I stopped him. So, let's see, I'm up there. He kicked up right here. My bullet should be, there it is. That's what we like to see. Love that smell. Nice and clean. Even a big old string on there. I'm not a big fan of expandables, but these the crossbow schwackers off of a good crossbow, it shoots nice and hard. They're a nice little deal. They do the job. I've actually gone through the shoulder with this. Now this is a Striker Offspring. It shoots about I claim 360, but it's about 335. They're nice little bows. And look at here, right off the bat, just blood everywhere. Beautiful blood trail. You could follow that in your sleep. Still got the hair coming off the entry and the exit, and it don't even matter, just blowing blood out. And you just looped right around here. See what I mean? Just blood and bubbles everywhere. I hope you can see that. And if you watch the video, I mean, he didn't slow down. This is running in the loop, and he didn't slow down until he stopped for a second. He got down to the trail he wanted. Here, I'll show you. Make sure you can pick up on that. Just literally everywhere. Just painted. Absolutely painted. All right, there he is, all official and stuff. Got him drugged down a little bit, getting ready to do field dressing. Before I do that, do a little post interview thing here. Not gonna try to be too long-winded, but just want to mention the hit there. I mean, it don't get any better than that, and it's coming out right on the elbow. The other side, he was just slightly quartered away a little bit when he stopped, so we adjusted back 2 inches and let him have it. And pretty good 10. Tried to go a little drop here. I actually know this deer. Didn't know it until I got up on him. Just saw the beam length and the points. He never gave me a look at the width. He's like right at 16 and a quarter. This is a 4-year-old deer. He was spindly and basically ran himself to death. I actually thought he died because he ran his body weight so low chasing does as a 2-year-old. And I did not see him last year, but then I filmed my tag fairly quick last year, so he may not have been in here yet. But good hit, and I know this deer because of this big club foot. He broke that early in life, and he hobbled around on it awful bad, and his rack really suffered every year because of the injury. I think he never really got his body weight up, but now his body's not super long, but he's thick. So good and healthy. He made it through. I'm sure he's bred does because he was always with the ladies. So he come in today, and I decided when he was out there at about 41, yeah, we're going to take this deer. Never really got to look at the frame that much. When he got up to that log and I seen the point length and how many there was, good enough for me. He can ride my truck any day. So and considering the woods, this is a really good deer. There are bigger in here. There's 2 that I was kind of after. I haven't seen them yet, but I haven't hunted very many sits. I think that's my 5th time in here, or 5th sit, and most of that's weekends and the mornings. This cold front is kind of going to stick around all week, so I wanted to make sure I hunted this week, and today was going to be the last day in there for a little while, but we got her done. Got some friends coming up. We're going to hang out, have some fun, and take him apart. Couldn't ask for a better blood trail. Couldn't ask for a better tracking job. Couldn't ask for a better shot. Couldn't ask for a better morning. Nice and cool this morning, frosted actually, and now it's warm and I'm in a t-shirt. I mean, and the sun's out and the birds are chirping, and well, the chipmunks are too, but we won't talk about them. But this is just like the first 2 calling sequences I did, and he came in, and that's how I like to get them. Call them in and take them. And I want to thank you for coming along. Thank you for viewing it. And we'll go out and get some does. One with a recurve, one with a compound is what I got planned. I've never taken a deer with a recurve, so that'll be a first for me. And the outdoor experience is full of firsts, and it never quits ending. No matter how old you are, how many deer you've taken, or how good you think you are. But that's what I like, first experiences. And calling bucks in. Calling a decent buck in. I live for that all year. Love it. So I'm out. Going to get to the hard work now. Appreciate you coming along. Shout out to a subscriber that just passed away. Mr. John Shiflett, gonna miss you. And yeah, my other subscribers, you know, thanks for coming along. And that guy was always positive and always had a smile, and we can learn a lot from that. Just go through life happy. Do what makes you happy, and don't try to force it on nobody. Just enjoy it. And if people want to come along, they will. That's why you're watching this, so thank you. And I'm out. Have a good season.